finally finished day 90 of Athlean X1. This was the toughest exercise I've ever done in my life. Not only I had to push myself physically, but more so mentally. Finally done. Beat the time, passed it with flying colors. Let's go.
What you just saw there, that was me after day 90 of Athlean X1. So, in today's video, I'll tell you everything about Athlean X1, a full review, something that's never been done on YouTube before. All the things I liked about this training program, all the negatives that you should definitely stay away from, all the phases, the 3 phases, as in 3 months of this training program, explained in detail, all the amazing exercises you should definitely consider to make a part of your training program, and what mindset does it take to successfully complete this training program. What are the takeaways, what are the throwaways, everything you need to know. Regardless of whether you want to pursue this training program, whether you want to do this, there is something in here for you. You'll learn a lot, so stay tuned.
I am in the top 1%.
Alright, so let me answer the first question that should pop in your mind when you look at this video title. So what is the purpose of this training program? Who is it for? And how does this make me better? So again, if you want to get as big and strong as possible, you want to step on the bodybuilding stage, or you want to do powerlifting or strongman, this training program is not for you. This is for more balanced development for athletes, right? Think about MMA trainers, how do they train? Alright, so this focuses on improving specific movement patterns, alright, to make sure your body is efficient in the kind of movements that you're going to be performing, whether in the competition or just to be a better athlete. Apart from that, you're going to have endurance, speed, stamina, and also some good amount of muscle gain. Of course, not as good as the training programs purely focused on that, but apart from that, this is a good training program if your goal is to be more athletic. That we know what the objective of this training program is, let me talk about the mindset it takes to complete this training program successfully. Alright, through my experience, because I lived 90 days of Athlean X1, day in and day out, no rests, no breaks, apart from the rests that were allocated, of course, but I didn't skip even one single workout. Even if I had to skip a workout or two because I was not feeling well or something, I would cut out the rest days and then just, flip it. So overall, 90 out of 90 workouts done, each and every set, each and every rep completed, I give it my 100%. So that's the kind of mindset it takes. Of course, even beginners can pursue this, but you need to have that kind of determination, that kind of commitment. So that's the kind of mindset it takes. If you're the kind of person who just wants to jolly into training for the weekends, just to look good, but you don't want to put in the effort, this is not for you. Enough of all the philosophy, but apart from that, what new does this training program bring to the table? Apart from the standard weightlifting, the compound movements and isolation movements, periodization and all that crap, what does this training program bring that other training programs don't have? So let's take a look at that first. There is a lot more emphasis on cardio and conditioning, especially high intensity interval training and agility drills, something that you might not have done before. And you might notice that any kind of athlete, you can think of MMA, boxing, any kind of martial arts or Olympics or any performance sports, this is how they train. They train on specific movements that they want to perform good at. The second thing that I noticed that there is also a lot of emphasis on exercises that engages the core a lot more, and there is also direct ab training in much higher frequency than what you generally would do. The third thing I noticed, and this is something I like particularly, is that we've been performing a lot more functional movements. That means making certain muscles that should be working together to work together, and this is done by making your body more efficient to move, to train in specific movements again, and also to make neuromuscular adaptations. The fourth thing I noticed is that we start doing body weight training very often, and also we conduct regular tests using body weight exercises, and this is what I really like, because body weight exercises, in my opinion, are the best way to test your relative strength and athleticism. If you can't control your body in space, then you're not really as fit as you think you are. And the next point is, we start doing a lot of corrective exercises, and these are really important to fix your muscular imbalances. That's what fixes the weaknesses in your body and makes you strong overall. And the last point, and this is controversial, because there is no tracking of macros or calories. You might be scratching your head, right? Traditional bodybuilding training, tells us that we need to track our calories, our macros, we need to know our TDEE and how much protein to get and all of that. But here there is no tracking, and that's one thing I hated, because everybody has different nutritional needs. So it's better to understand nutrition, have a good grasp on your nutrition, your needs, and then follow what's necessary. This also gives you the flexibility to eat the way you want and be satisfied and happy with the way you are training, and also have control over your results. Now it's time to explain the 3 phases of training, as in each month is divided into one phase. The first month is push-pull performance phase. So what happens in push-pull performance? As the name says, there is one push workout, one pull workout, one legs workout, and 2 HIIT sessions. And the second phase of training is called maximum metabolic overdrive. Here we have 2 total body sessions, 1 core session, and 2 high intensity interval training sessions. And the last phase, the third month, is called Super 2s. Here we have 1 upper body session, 1 lower body session, and 1 total body session called Fusion Confusion, and 2 HIIT sessions. Alright guys, so as you could see, in phase 1 we did push-pull leg split, and phase 2 we did total body style training, and in phase 3 we did upper body lower body split. These are the different types of training splits that we usually use, whether it is to divide your different muscle groups or different movements. And that's what I really liked about Athlean X1. There is so much variety in each month that you don't really get bored doing the same style of training over and over again. Although I would definitely advise training and practicing a certain style of split first and then getting good at it. Don't keep changing your splits so often that you don't get good at any of them. So give it some time, have some patience, and train regularly, that's all. So each of these 3 phases, train your body in a different way, train different muscle groups together, explore different styles of training to prepare your body overall to be more balanced. Apart from this, there are regular tests conducted in the form of bodyweight exercises like I was saying. I've linked these exercises, these tests down in the description. They are available on the Athlean X YouTube channel, and I highly recommend you try out these tests. These are the perfect way to test your strength and conditioning at the same time, and also show you how fit you are and whether you're making progress or not. Now it's time to talk about the takeaways of this training program. What are the aspects of this training program that deserve a thumbs up? So keep watching. Here's the first takeaway: high intensity interval training or HIIT cardio. I'll make a separate video explaining why HIIT cardio is really good for you, but in summary, HIIT boosts your metabolism and it can help spare muscle mass. And there's a lot of other benefits, so do HIIT cardio, it's good for you. And the second takeaway is training your abs directly. Alright, this is really important guys. If you want your abs to show up, if you want your abs to pop out and give you that nice 3D chiseled look, then it's important to train your abs. And apart from aesthetics, training your abs makes you really strong. Your core strength connects all other parts of your body, so training your abs is really important. And the third takeaway, I'm combining 2 points for this. First is do bodyweight exercises regularly, and also conduct regular tests, periodic tests. I told you why bodyweight training is important, and these regular tests, they really check if you're making progress. They make sure that you're getting better with each and every workout, and it's really fun. And the next takeaway is performing corrective exercises regularly. This is really important to fix muscular imbalances and to directly target your weakness, right? So do corrective exercises based on what weaknesses you have. It could be a rotator cuff, your hip flexors, or whatever it is. You know how where you're weak, so address that directly. Yeah, and I'll tell you what exercises, what corrective exercises you can do to start improving. These are the basic ones on your screen. You could do face pulls for all the little muscles in your upper back, and of course your rotator cuff health is very important. Then these are called Supermans for your entire posterior chain, and these are banded side walks for your medial glutes. And the next takeaway is leg training. I'm not talking about the general leg training that you do in gyms, that is sitting on your ass and then doing leg extensions or leg curls or just pressing. None of that. Here, when you talk about leg training, each and every movement you do, it's done with a purpose, to make you more athletic, right? To train for balance, unilateral training, and training in different planes, making sure that your leg moves the way it's meant to move. And that's really amazing. That's the kind of leg training I'm going to do from now on, and that's what I'd suggest you as well. And of course, these are the kind of exercises I'm talking about. Try these leg exercises and I promise you'll see the results. The first one is Bulgarian split squats. This again trains your legs unilaterally. The second one is step up thrusts. This makes your body move in a different plane. Third one is side lunges. Again, this moves your body in different planes. One leg RDL really challenges your stability and balance. These exercises make you jump, run and move sideways way faster. The next takeaway is to perform functional movements. I'll list out the exercises that you need to do, and again, why is it important? Because it fixes your movement patterns and makes you more efficient in certain movements, and that's really important as an athlete. These are the exercises I'm talking about, by the way. The first exercise here is called dumbbell squats. It resembles deadlift movement. So what it does is it follows the same movement pattern as the conventional deadlift. However, because the dumbbells are on your sides, it helps you maintain your center of gravity. This is perfect for me because I was coming back from an injury which was caused due to deadlift, and it also works my forearm really well. The second exercise here is called dumbbell swings. It performs hip extension and it trains your entire lumbar spine and your glutes and also some of your quads. Doing this movement gives you a lot of explosive power. Alright, our third exercise on this list is another Olympic movement called clean and press. So you use momentum to swing the dumbbell up to your shoulders and then squat and explosively press the dumbbell over your shoulder. Notice how I am not lifting the dumbbell up to my shoulders but swinging it with a lot of power and then pressing it. This trains your shoulder and also some of your lower body, pretty much your entire body. Make it a part of your training. Alright guys, now it's time for the throwaways. Not the takeaways, the throwaways. The kind of elements of this training program that makes you throw the thumbs down. Alright, no training program can be perfect. It addresses some of the really good things that other programs don't, but it has its own flaws, and let me talk about them now. And the first throwaway is very little volume. What am I talking about? When you're a beginner, it's alright. Whatever exercises you do, you will grow, you will get more stronger. But once you reach a certain stage as an intermediate or an advanced athlete, you need a lot more volume to stimulate your muscles and make them grow. And here there's a lot of focus on conditioning and cardio. That doesn't leave space for too much weight training. So not enough volume. You can't build maximum muscle size with this. The second throwaway, again as I talked about in the previous point, is too much cardio and conditioning. So much to the point that it's almost uncomfortable. I understand some of them might be benefiting from this, whether you're an athlete or a sports person, people like that. But for the general bro, if you want to lift weights and get big and strong and also athletic to some extent, this is too much cardio. Although you should be doing the kind of cardio they have over here, but not so much. Again, it's your preference. And the third throwaway, nutrition disaster. Alright, if you're a beginner, following this nutrition program, it definitely will get you results. Eating healthy diet, getting all the basic protein and complex carbs and fiber content. Of course, I preach all of that. But it is really important to understand how much energy you need to consume every day and what is your style of eating. Understand nutrition and make it a part of your lifestyle. That's what I preach. So I'm not a big fan of the Athlean X style of nutrition. For beginners, awesome, it works, but then there comes a point when you have to step up your game. Start tracking your calories and macros. That only makes things more better and easier. Now it's time for the final verdict. Whether this program was a hit or was it shit. Alright, so overall I like this training program. It trains you in a more athletic way. It's definitely a breath of fresh air compared to regular monotonous same style of training. And yeah, overall it's definitely worth a shot. So give it a go and let me know whether you like it or not. And that's all for today's video guys. I know this was kind of a weird video, not something you'd usually see. Nobody really does this on YouTube, but come on, there's so much knowledge in here and so much you could learn from this so that you can implement it in your own training regime and benefit from it. Whether or not you follow this training program, this video must have helped you. So thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what kind of videos do you want me to make, and share this to anybody that is confused about what kind of training they should do, and follow me on Instagram again. I'm trying to put some good quality content that will help you in your health and fitness journey. And until next time, take care, stay hungry.